inspired me to do this is the fact that one day I believed everything I was told, and the next day I woke up, I realized that everything I'd been told was a lie.
We are not interested in revolution.
We're interested in spiritual awareness.
I'm the tax man.
In 1995, brothers Spike and Brad X were on tour with the punk band Humble Gods, where Brad X was the singer. And, you know, that band also had other notable members who went on to various success, but more on Humble Gods later. While they were recording their debut, Brad X's brother, Spike, was also getting a group together and recorded their first demo at 1605 Studios in Huntington Beach. And a few years after Brad X had gotten a little more well-known with Humble Gods, and more notably Cottonmouth Kings, their label Subnoise Records released the Taxes Are Stealing EP, featuring the group's first recordings. Here we would get the harsh industrial sound with punk chanting and politically angled lyrics, really coming across as the more harsh side of Subnoise, musically speaking. Almost like a punk rock industrial with, some gangster rap influence, and, some Dead Kennedy vibes, if I'm being honest. I still have a good time going back to these guys here and there. At the time, it would be tough to see the band, though, if you were a fan. While Taxman was around from the early days still, they had a real revolving door of members claiming to have ex-members who went on bands like No Doubt and stuff. That's kind of weird, I don't know. In 2000, the album The New Testament was released, and further stretched the group's sound, and introduced Adawee the Wind as vocalist, juxtaposing his poetic style with the typical chants they're known for. Adawee the Wind, aka Patrick Dubar, was formerly the vocalist for straight edge band Uniform Choice, as well as a few others. And he kind of brought over the punk rock stuff, with Corporate Avenger eventually having songs like The Bible is Bullshit, Jesus Christ Homosexual, and Enemy of the Gospel, all Corporate Avenger favorites. And this kind of rubbed some people wrong in the K&K camp. Special thanks to Daniel Trinko for the following. There's a story from 1999 or 2000 when Corporate Avenger opened for Cottonmouth Kings while Saint was still in the group. People might be unaware, but Saint Dog was actually a very religious and firm believer in Jesus. A lot of his lyrics contain his own renditions of Psalms from the Bible and other quotes. Corporate Avenger, of course, were very anti-organized religion. At the show, they were handing out flyers that said, "The Bible is bullshit," and "Christians murdered Indians," etc. Saint was really upset backstage and threatened not to perform. I guess Brad and them were able to talk him down and calm him down, and they did the show. Corporate Avenger and Saint are both dope as fuck, regardless of your beliefs. I guess you gotta respect Saint for sticking up what he believes in like that. And yeah, I guess you're right. In 2001, Subnoise and Cock Records would release the first full-length album from Corporate Avenger, Freedom is a State of Mind, featuring a lot of songs from their previous releases, plus some remixes and some new stuff. And this time around, there was a much stronger voice towards the strife of the Native Americans. The group would see some success playing some big shows and even getting a track on the soundtrack for the film Narc. In 2005, the band would return, although this time without Taxman or Subnoise Records, opting to release elsewhere. And, they even changed their sound to a more metal and rock-oriented style.
You'll be saved. Seek it, preach it, and I can dig it. You don't think you're a slave when you close your time.
The album didn't do much, and from then on, the band has been pretty silent. Like, really, really silent. A lot of things went down with KMK, obviously, and I'm assuming maybe being related to Brad X and everything, maybe that had something to do with the falling out? I don't know. Who knows? Taxman would come around eventually and would perform at the SRH Fest and such, patching up his former beefs with KMK.
SharePoint Designer 2010. I'm Spike Xavier from Interface Technical Training, and that is the name of the course that I want to talk to you about for just a few moments right now.
Spike Xavier would become a tech guy and could be seen throughout the years on YouTube and such, talking computers and dorking it up, always with the comments disabled. As for Adawee the Wind, aka Pat Dunbar, well, he would keep busy. His brother actually owns the Affliction clothing line or whatever, and Pat is currently singing in the band Sitting Bull. You think that now, of all times, would be the perfect time for them to make a comeback. I mean, 2020 and all. I know I'd be interested in hearing it, and much like other things involved with this circus, I could not find much info on the group. Nothing I could confirm, anyways. I mean, did I miss anything? Let me know. And if you can, subscribe and hit that little notification bell to stay notified. Then you can vote on who I cover next. And hey, check out one of these videos, why don't you? Join all the mysterious fun over at Staunch TV. Don't be a fucking loser.
We're ready to struggle. We're doing them all things for the